If you'd like to know the number one reason why you always feel like you have nothing to wear, then just keep watching. There's a very good reason why you're often left feeling like you've got a wardrobe full of clothes but nothing to wear. And today I'm going to tell you the number one reason why this happens, and I'm also going to give you a whole lot of tips and tricks to avoid it happening in the future. Okay, I feel like I need a little bit of a drum roll here, but the number one reason why you often feel like you have nothing to wear is simply because you haven't invested the time. Okay, I get that that sounds a little bit boring, and it does sound like it potentially is a bit of hard work too, but it really doesn't have to be. We just seem to expect that we can walk into our wardrobes in the morning and create amazing outfits without putting any work into it. A question that you need to ask yourself if you're struggling to find things to wear is, what do you like wearing? You know, do you like wearing pants? Do you like wearing skirts? Or are you a dress kind of girl where you really just want to put on a dress and go? So work out what that is and then have a good look in your wardrobe and find out, do you have enough pieces that really anchor your wardrobe and anchor some good outfits? Now, these pieces don't need to be trend focused or super exciting, and for me they're not. They're really basic pieces. I've got a pair of pants that I love, they fit me really well, I always feel great in them, and I own them in 3 different colors. And I know that sounds boring, but I can make lots and lots of different outfits out of them because I know that that basic piece works and it creates a really good starting point for a whole lot of different outfits. So you need to find that one key item that you can use as a starting point to build a whole lot of outfits. These pants work for me, so you need to work out what is it that works for you. So when you're in your wardrobe having a bit of a play, take photos of the outfits you create. Those days when you are looking at all of your clothes and you just don't have an idea what to wear, look through your photos, create a folder on your phone of style inspiration photos. I've got this and I find it super handy for days where I just have a mental block or I'm not inspired or I'm not motivated. I whip through my folder of photos and it really just kind of reminds me of some outfits that I've created and that I like and I can quickly pull on that day. It's surprising how quickly we forget outfits that we really like and we feel comfortable in. There is absolutely no point in having items of clothing sitting in your wardrobe that you like but you are not wearing. And usually when this happens, it's because you haven't invested a little bit of time to have a play and create some different looks with that piece. Okay, now the way I would do this is, say for instance I had a gorgeous yellow shirt sitting in my wardrobe. I love the shirt but I don't wear it. I would just Google yellow shirt street style and there'll be a whole lot of really cool ways that street stylers have worn a yellow shirt. And it's really amazing how quickly you will feel inspired about your own yellow shirt. You can see different ways of pairing it with jeans, with pants, putting a different blazer over the top of it, wearing it open with a t-shirt underneath. But I think the key here is to really draw on some inspiration. If you're standing in front of your wardrobe staring at a sea of clothes, it's really hard to feel inspired. And that's why retailers will often merchandise their store in outfits. It's about taking the hard work out of it for you and taking the guesswork out of it. When you're actually Googling to get that inspiration, you might start seeing some themes appear. You might kind of be able to identify that a lot of the looks that you are drawn to and that you like They are all being worn with, say, a cool ankle boot. Maybe you don't own a pair of ankle boots. So maybe that's a hint that you've got a hole there that you need to plug. Sometimes when there's one key item missing in your wardrobe, it means that you don't have the ability to pull together lots of different outfits. But Googling and getting some inspiration around the pieces that you own that you love but you're currently not wearing can sometimes help you identify those holes and those gaps in your wardrobe that potentially need filling. The other thing that I think is really helpful is to think about the occasions that you need outfits for. Now, I'm not thinking about things like going off to the races or going to weddings, not those sorts of occasions, just the really simple occasions of things that you do in your life, whether it's dropping off the kids at school or whether it's working in an office job. For me, I attend lots of media launches. So it's thinking about those occasions and creating outfits with those things in mind. It really helps to get you thinking about your outfits and really drilling down to creating outfits that are appropriate and will fit your lifestyle. So for me, my favorite pants are perfect for that because I can dress them up, I can wear them more casually. So they are a really key item in my wardrobe. Everyone needs that key item or items in their wardrobe that anchor all of their looks and that can be dressed up and worn more casually. So have a think about it. What are your pieces in your wardrobe that really form the basis of lots of different outfits? Maybe you don't have them. Maybe that's where you need to invest your time in finding those pieces. And from there, you will have a great starting point to create lots of different outfits and occasion-specific outfits, dependent on what your lifestyle looks like. Now, the other thing that is important is how you actually merchandise your clothes in your wardrobe. And one of the ways to do this is obviously to create outfits and merchandise your wardrobe in outfits. So you can just grab an outfit from your closet. But the only problem that I have with doing this is that you tend to then just grab the same outfit and you wear the same combinations over and over. And that's why I think it's really important to take photographs of your outfits, the outfits that you're really happy with, because then you're not sort of stuck in a cycle of just wearing the same pieces together all the time. And it sort of challenges you to create different looks. Maybe what you do is just challenge yourself to go into your wardrobe and create 20 looks, photograph those looks, and you'll be surprised at how comforting that makes you feel, that when you have those days where you're feeling that you have nothing to wear, you can go and refer to those photos and go, well, hang on, actually I've got 20 looks here that I'm comfortable with, that I like, and I really do have something good to wear. So while I think merchandising your wardrobe in outfits can be helpful, it can also be limiting. And that's why I think it's really important to take photos of those outfits that you create and that you're happy with. If the idea of spending a whole lot of time in your wardrobe playing just doesn't appeal, and let's be honest, it's not going to appeal to everyone. Don't spend a lot of time, just take 10 minutes. Go in there for 10 minutes and challenge yourself to create 2 outfits, 3 outfits in that time. Maybe it's only 1 outfit for you, but go in there with the idea that you are not going to come out until you've created at least 1 outfit that you are really happy with. It's also really important to make sure you're in the mood. If you are really not feeling inspired about fashion or clothes, well, then that's probably not the right time to head to the wardrobe and start creating outfits. You really do need to be in the mood first. Now, if you're really struggling to ever be inspired to create outfits, then try and get yourself in the mood. Now, the easiest way for me to do that is to have a little look on Pinterest or do a bit of a Google search on street style images or corporate stylish images, whatever it is for you. Have a little bit of a search or flick through a magazine. This sometimes can be enough to just inspire you to get a little bit in the mood before you head into your wardrobe. You do need to feel a little bit inspired and really get your head in the game before you start this exercise. And don't be disappointed if you find this hard work. Anything is hard when you're starting out. But as you know, with anything in life, it does get easier. And once you get a few wins and create a few outfits, you'll feel so much better about yourself, and I promise you it will inspire you to keep going. So at the end of the day, the number one reason you often feel like you have nothing to wear is because you just haven't invested that small amount of time it takes to create some outfits. I really like the analogy of comparing a wardrobe full of clothes to going into a restaurant, opening up the menu, and there is just hundreds of things to choose from. For me, I often feel paralyzed by choice. And I think the same thing happens when we walk into our wardrobe and there are a sea of clothes. There's no order, there's no outfits, there's been no time invested in our wardrobe. It's the same sort of feeling. You feel absolutely overwhelmed and almost paralyzed by choice. That's why I think it's really important that we just invest a little bit of time and effort to create some outfits and to really give ourselves the best opportunity to succeed.